guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So today what I'm doing is I have a Blue Point spray gun, and this is a 2.0 tip on this, and this is only a primer gun, and this came off the Snap-on truck. There's some good stuff, there's some pros and cons. I mean, it's a pretty easy spray gun to tear apart and clean, but the problem is there's a couple things I want to show you guys that just kind of drives me nuts on this thing. So I'm gonna try to get this closer. And I'm trying to spray primer, and I got some jackass comment from DG Retro Customs, Danny. He was like, "You've been saying in 4 videos you're gonna put this thing in primer and put it in paint and blah blah blah." I'm like, shut up. So yeah, primering again. So the other day I got it all ready and was doing the last block sand and cleaning some panels up, found 4 more dents. That's just the way it goes though. I mean, you think you're done, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, here's a spot, here's a spot, here's a spot. And I try not to put the, at the last final coats, I try not to put tape on the spots. So I just use a pencil mark, and a lot of times I'll miss the pencil marks because I'm just half blind, I guess. But what I'll do is I'll get this set up, this spray gun, and I'll start putting it together so I can spray some primer. And as I'm doing it, I'll kind of show you the goofy ways that Snap-on did this. So I don't think you're gonna be able to pick it up on camera. Oh yeah, you can. It's right there. See that little tit sticking up right there? And this is like a little air deal that the air comes around on the tip and it goes right in there. And then you see that little hole that's right here. That tip or that tit drops right down in that hole. And you got to hold that in there. Get in there. That's one of the pain in the ass things with this spray gun. And then you got to carefully put the spray tip in it. And then you want to tighten it up, but you don't want to tighten it real tight, just snug it. And then you have the rod here that shoves through the back. It goes in the center of that hole here. And this is for your tip. That rod goes with this tip here. And I don't put any oil or anything like that on my spray guns because in the past I've used the oil and stuff that they say to oil the gun with, and I've had stuff come out of the gun, the spray gun, and it ended up in the paint. And it just, after that, that was like the last time I did that. So then you have this spring that goes on here. And this part you got to be real careful with. This blue anodized piece on the back, this is your setting for your volume on the spray gun. And you want to push in and turn it at the same time. And this is the part that's frustrating right here. So your tip on your spray gun, it drops in like this. You have this blue anodized piece. You have this chrome piece where the and this is it's a 2.0 spray tip. That drops in like that. And then real carefully, you have to put this rubber piece in, or plastic piece in, which is really stupid because these wear out, then you have to buy kits. And I think they do that on purpose because it kind of ticks you off that you have to keep replacing these parts in these spray guns when you spend it. You know, this thing was 220 bucks. And if you put it in, so it's cupped, it's like an O-ring almost, but you can see how it's cupped right there. You have to drop it in this way. If you put it in this way, it will not spray. So you have to real carefully feed this thing in here all the way down until it's up against that front piece inside the housing. And you gotta just kind of walk your finger around in there. And then when I take it out with a pick. And a couple times I've ripped this damn thing, and it's, you know, then it's like, damn, now you gotta order another one. And you see how it's down inside there. And you screw your end on here. When it starts to get tight, get it where you want it. I put it right there, then tighten it up, and just tighten it up by hand. And then you have your cup, which screws into the top. crap. And then you want to tighten that up. And this one I put pretty tight because I don't want it to come off. You know, when you take the lid off, you don't want this to unscrew and fall off, or a lot of times it'll start leaking right there. And a lot of times when I put the cap on here, you'll see yellow tape around this because I'll put it where it holds that cap on. Because this cap is kind of lame. It just drops in there, pushes down, you know, and sometimes when you're spraying, this will just pop out and fall out and paint all over the place, primer all over the place, whatever. But it's been a good gun. It's kind of frustrating the way, you know, when you buy a brand new spray gun, you expect them to work. And literally right out of the box, I was having problems with this thing. And I found out that the reason was that that piece that's in the tip here was put in backwards. As soon as I flipped that thing around, it's been spraying good ever since. But I noticed, I don't know if the spray gun's starting to get wore out. I don't know if it's starting to get wore out or what. But the problem is what happens is it does this like really goofy setup. And so you have to thin the primer a little bit more to get it to spray. Then you end up getting runs because you're trying to lay down, you know, high build primer, which is frustrating. Excuse me. But trying to get a hold of the Snap-on guys to get parts for this, that's where these bite you in the ass. Because if, like now we do not have a Snap-on truck in our area anywhere. If you want to find a Snap-on truck, you know, they used to come to the shop every Wednesday. The guy got another job, or I don't know what happened. So the 3 Snap-on guys in this area are gone. So now there's like a 3 or 4 hour drive you have to do just to get a part for this spray gun, or try to order it on part. Well, a lot of times I like to look at stuff. I like to have them in my hand. I like to look at them. I like to take them off the truck, look at them, and make sure that's what you need and whatever when they do get the part. You know, that way if it is wrong, you can return it. Well, if it shows up online, you know, and it's wrong, you got to return it, and it's just a big pain in the ass. So if it was me, my honest opinion, I'd stay away from the Snap-on style spray guns. A lot of body shops are gonna, you know, or body guys are gonna be like, oh, the Snap-on ones are the best, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I have a freaking cheap ass spray gun right there. I got some nice Harbor Freight guns. They're right here. I got a whole bunch of them. I have like 20 guns, 20 spray guns. And it seems like that the ones that I got from Harbor Freight are, you know, just as nice. I mean, to be honest, 220 bucks, 50 bucks. What would you guys choose? You know, if it was me, it's like, you know, I try to support the US stuff and buy the US tools and whatever, but a lot of times you just can't afford it. You know, if you got some stuff that you want to get, it's like, you know, if it's a tool that you're not going to use that much, it's easier just to get the cheaper stuff and use it and whatever. Perfect example is that saw that John sent me the other day. And, you know, I actually talked to him this morning too. It was nice. And I appreciate that saw, John. Thank you. But there's a lot of my die grinders and stuff that are Chicago pneumatic. You know, they come from Harbor Freight. And then you have like Ingersoll Rand and air ratchets and whatever. I mean, it's better to go with the high quality, but like I said, if you can't afford it, you know, it's just use what you got. I do have another set of spray guns right behind me in this box, and there's a set of 3, and we ended up getting a set of 3 spray guns. I think it was like 60 bucks, and we got those a while back. And then Michael has another set here in the body shop. You guys all know Michael. You've seen him on my channel and stuff before. We have the other set of 3 guns that are his here too, and those spray guns are awesome. They work great. You know, they spray nice and whatever. And those were just a cheaper version of this spray gun here. It's an HVLP setup, and you got 3 spray guns, and they were like 70 bucks at Home Depot. So I mean, you can't beat that. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna start laying down some primer. I gotta get my mask and all that crap on, and drain the compressor and everything. And I'm gonna drop another gallon of primer on this damn car. And Danny, jackass, hopefully I will have enough primer on this car and everything's gone and all the dents are gone, and I won't have to do another video with I'm gonna paint the car. Next time I'll be painting the car, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, if you guys can do me a favor and go over to DG Retro Customs. We're trying to support his channel right now, and we're trying to get him into a new shop. He's got the chance right now. He's got a really good opportunity to get a badass shop set up for his tools and his car and all that. And it's a really nice shop. He was talking to the guy this morning, I guess. And Danny from DG Retro Customs, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, go over and subscribe his channel. Check out his Patreon if you can afford it. Please throw some money in his Patreon so we could support getting his channel going and monetize and get his shop going, and because he lost his shop. And the other thing is he has a new Teespring store. If you guys can go over and check out his Teespring store and support him by buying some shirts and whatever. And then he has Facebook. He's got Instagram. Check him out, DG Retro Customs on Instagram. Go over and support the guy. Subscribe his channel. Leave some nice comments. Give him some thumbs up. All that good stuff. And if you can go check out Ralphie's Customs, Ralphie Knucklehead on YouTube, and NZ Mopar. And that's our other channel, NZ Mopar, Glenn Rid, the Noisy Plick. So go check out NZ Mopar, Ralphie's Customs, and then Mill Creek Fab Shop. And the new one is Michael Knight. Go check out Michael Knight's channel. Really cool guy, and he's an up and coming YouTuber, and he's going to be doing really good. He's got on his channel. He just put up a new video, and I think he's going to do really good. He's got some videos that he's going to be loading real soon, and he's a newcomer to YouTube, so that'll be fun to go over there and bust his balls. But if you guys can go help out DG Retro Customs, I would like to see all of us as a community go over there and support him, put some money in his Patreon, and help him out, and buy some of his merch off the Teespring store and whatever, and support the guy's channel. That's what this community thing is all about. And I'm gonna get out of here. I got a lot of stuff to do. Appreciate you guys watching. Later. Everything's back in primer, Danny.